back and we are happy. So today is going to be a bit of a short video because I have to run into the city for an event. So I'm going to try to do this as quick as possible and let's get right into it. So this weekend we're possibly going to get some rain and I'm looking at documentaries that I want to watch, and I figured, hey, let's give you 5 documentary recommendations. So today for episode 43 Walking and Talking, I'm going to talk about my favorite documentaries. Some of them I mentioned before, some I haven't, but let's start out with cars, because we all know I'm a car enthusiast, and for me, Formula One has become a new passion of mine. So the first recommendation, I'm going to kind of roll 2 together, is Senna and 1, just the Roman numeral 1, or the number 1. Both documentaries deal with Formula One. Both are very interesting. Even if you're not a racing fan or a Formula One fan or even interested in cars, they're both fascinating stories. I think the personal story in Senna is a lot stronger. So if you're not a Formula One fan, second Senna's the recommendation. If you're into cars, you're into racing, watch 1. Trust me, you'll like it. Second documentary recommendation. This one not going to be car related. It is Cocaine Cowboys. Before we get too much into it, Cocaine Cowboys is about the cocaine trade in Miami, how it got to its heyday in the 80s and early 90s, and the fall after that heyday. Before I just be warned, it is a little graphic in spots. There are 2 versions of it. There's Cocaine Cowboys Reloaded and then regular Cocaine Cowboys. I think both are very good. The Reloaded version has some extra interviews that I think add a little bit to it, but also it's a lot longer. So I'm not 100% sure which one to do, but either are great. Cocaine Cowboys, go watch it. Trust me. I'm gonna say trust me a lot in this. Number 3, Planet Earth. It's a documentary series, and it's not your traditional documentary. It's just basically what I would consider nature porn. It is just beautiful, gorgeous shots of animals in their natural habitat in real life. It is incredible. If you've never watched Planet Earth or Planet Earth 2, both are fantastic. You see stuff you'd never thought happened in real life, but it does. And I'm sure you've accidentally seen clips on YouTube, parts of compilations, people using it in funny ways, but the actual BBC series is amazing and highly worth your time to go see. Yeah, do it as soon as you can. Number 4, we're going back to racing cars because the next one is called Truth in 24, narrated by, I believe, Jason Statham. It covers the early 2010s Audi racing car when they take on the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Truth in 24 is available on YouTube, so anybody can get a hold of it completely free. It is a little bit of kind of a marketing thing for Audi, but it is very well done. Also, when you watch it, you get a narrated lap from what's his name? Last name's Christensen, one of the racing drivers for Audi. And when you hear him talk about hitting corners, his voice and his accent just make it perfect. I'm not gonna imitate it because that's not me. Trust me, go watch Truth in 24. Even if you're not a racing fan, it's one of those great sports documentaries that just really like nails the feel and the intensity of the personal and team story around 24-hour racing. Last but not least, again, I'm going to combine 2 together, and we're once again going with sports documentaries, but these 2 came out last year and they are incredible. I would argue they're probably the best 2 sports documentaries, aside from, I think there was a hockey documentary that was really aces, but it is Free Solo and The Dawn Wall. I would highly recommend watching The Dawn Wall first, but both are amazing. Both follow personal journeys, personal growth of 3, 2 in Dawn Wall and 1 in Free Solo. Their personal athletes' personal journey to doing some incredibly intense and dangerous and just amazing feats of rock climbing. One obviously scales a new wall on El Capitan in Yosemite National Park. The other does a line up the El Capitan face free solo. What that means is, so in the Dawn Wall, they're free climbing, which means they're using a belay rope, but they're not being assisted by that belay rope to climb. So they're climbing it all with just their hands and feet. They do have that safety catch. Free solo, the solo part is when you take the rope away. So Alex Honnold, the guy who climbed in free solo, he climbed El Capitan, which is like 3,000 feet with no rope, no support, no safety. He's just raw dogging it. While it sounds crazy, that guy gets it, and he is just on another level. But yeah, highly recommend. Go watch Dawn Wall free solo. They're available for rental on like YouTube, Google Play, iTunes, Amazon, and I think they may be on Netflix, but I'm not 100% on that. But however you get a hold of them, go check them out. Go check all of these documentaries out. And again, this is my personal opinion. If you have documentary suggestions of your own, leave them in the comments. I will check them out. It's possible I already checked them out, but yeah. So leave those in the comments. Thank you all for joining me. Have a good weekend. Peace. Bye.